Imagine getting pulled over. You take a breathalyzer test, and it says you're drunk, but you haven't had a single drop of alcohol. No rum, no beer, nothing. Sounds impossible, right? But for some people, their own body is brewing alcohol inside them. This is a real condition, called Auto-Brewery Syndrome. Today we're exploring one of the strangest and most misunderstood medical conditions ever documented. It's called Auto-Brewery Syndrome, sometimes referred to as gut fermentation syndrome, and it can cause a person to become intoxicated without drinking any alcohol at all. But how does this even happen? And could it happen to anyone? Auto-brewery syndrome is a rare condition where the body produces ethanol, the same type of alcohol found in drinks, inside the digestive system. Here's how it works. Inside your gut, there are natural microorganisms, bacteria and yeast. Normally, they help digest food, but in people with this condition, certain types of yeast, like Saccharomyces cerevisiae, can overgrow. When that happens, they start fermenting carbohydrates, like sugar and starch, into alcohol. So basically, eating bread, rice, or sweets can turn into alcohol inside your body. Now imagine living with this. You eat a normal meal, and suddenly you feel dizzy, disoriented, slurred speech, loss of coordination. In other words, drunk. Some people with auto-brewery syndrome have recorded blood alcohol levels high enough to be legally intoxicated without drinking anything. And the worst part? Other people don't believe them. Friends, family, even authorities may assume they're secretly drinking. This condition doesn't just feel strange, it can seriously affect someone's life. There have been cases where people were arrested for drunk driving, misdiagnosed with alcohol abuse, or even lost jobs and relationships because no one understood what was happening. It often takes extensive medical testing to prove that the alcohol is being produced internally, and even then, it's still widely misunderstood. So what triggers auto-brewery syndrome? Some common factors include antibiotic use, which can disrupt normal gut bacteria, diets high in sugar and refined carbohydrates, underlying gut conditions. When the balance of microorganisms in the gut is thrown off, yeast can take over, and once that happens, your digestive system essentially becomes a fermentation chamber, like a brewery, inside your body. Treatment usually involves antifungal medication and strict diets, cutting out sugar and carbs to starve the yeast. Patients often describe it as living in constant fear of their own meals. If you've never heard of something like this before, or you're interested in more hidden, unusual conditions of the human body, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because there are many more realities like this that most people don't even know exist. The human body is complex, sometimes predictable, and sometimes completely unexpected. Auto-brewery syndrome is proof that even something as simple as eating food can turn into something far more bizarre. Because sometimes the line between normal and unbelievable is thinner than we think.